What's up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today we're going to go on the hunt for the Fish King. If you have no idea what this is, basically every single season there is a special fish that you can catch. For example, last season in Chains of Eternity, the Fish King was called Crystalfin, an absolutely monstrous whale weighing over 500 kilograms. And well, this season we have to see what's going to be, but ever since Waves of Intrigue we starting to see those Fish Kings, and you have to do a few things to catch them, and as always we're going to do a run through the quest. So the quest that you want to start this time should have been introduced to your quest tab with the last patch. If you have completed the main story, this I think you'll only get it once you complete the main story. It is called Reeled In. I have already done the first step, which is just basically running there, so we're going to do this again. I'm going to skip all dialogue. You can kind of listen to that yourself. I just want to get through this quickly and want to give you the option to kind of live through the quest or read the quest yourself later on. I'm going to go to the late side dock. I've already seen it is a volcanic fish. So that could be fairly interesting. Reel in. The quest itself is usually just focused around just like explaining a few things for the Fish King, what you have to do to get it, maybe some special bait, something around this. This is usually quite the same. We have a little cutscene here. This is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for this because this is like a lava fish. I really hope that we are able to catch this fish in like a decent amount of time, because I have to say, certainly last time it was fairly horrible. It took a really long time actually, and I think I sat here for 3-4 hours trying to catch the Fish King, and yeah, it just didn't really want to happen. And of course I always want to show those catches of the Fish King in the video, so I had to record, and then I had like 2-3 hours of recording, and then I had to delete that again, and yeah, I was just running out of space on my hard drive back then. Now we have a new PC, so that should be no problem. So it seems like we have to catch you a few times, which is pretty great for Lucky Flip, because those catches here were pretty easy so far. This one seems to be a little bit tougher, but we got the strong pull. Might have to unlock that in advance. I don't know how tough the Fish King is going to be. I guess usually you shouldn't fail, but like if it jumps like this, you see, can be pretty difficult to stay inside the circle, especially if it's so small. But with strong pull, once you unlock it through catching enough fish, it should be fairly simple. So one more strong pull to go, and that should be it. Is that already the Fish King? No, that is a wave tail. That is really not the Fish King. So next step here, just quickly going through that, and we kind of skip through that as well. Collect metal gears. Okay, next step, collecting metal gears, also fairly easy. And by the way, I wonder which of the ones you like the most. Like for me personally, the season 1 Fish King was pretty cool, especially because kind of many people missed it at the beginning. Many people missed it. It was just that first there were like the first few pictures of this Fish King, and then people were like, how does this work? Because the thing with those quests is oftentimes the quest itself ends, and then the game says, okay, now catch the Fish King, but it doesn't really give you a quest that says go catch the Fish King. It just tells you, okay, it can spawn at those points at this time, go ahead, try to catch it. And many people miss this, and then they don't see, okay, they have to do another step. And for some people it even ends with like the season then not being 100% at the end, which some really hate, and then notice, well, forgot to catch the Fish King. So this quest seems to be a little bit longer than usually. Oh, is this already the end? Okay, let's skip this dialogue. Using her experience, writes a Fish King guide to warn others of similar scams. So this is always important. Like you can often view this. This should be the right thing. Whether novice or intermediate or master fisherman, we know you are all eager to catch Rockguana, which is the new Fish King. Okay. By the way, beware if anyone claims only my fishing ponds attract Rockguana. You need my special lure to catch it. You need to pay a fee. Do not buy it. Those are skims. Pro tips for catching Rockguanas. Totally free. Rockguanas love metals, so your best bet is fishing in lava lakes in areas near amber mines. So amber mines is our area. They tend to be most active around noon, so that's when you will want to cast your line. So for us, the important words here, of course, marked amber mines at noon, and we want to go into the lava lakes, so that kind of already limits it. So Then you can see quest complete, and it really doesn't give you any more pointers. The thing is, it should now appear in your collections under the fish tab. Yeah, it says fish king, so you can open it here again. Ember mines at noon. So let's check out if we got like a an upgraded spot in a lava lake here at the moment. Does this count? Are you a lava lake? Do you count? Or is it just you? Let's go over here. Usually the ones that are boosted are a little bit better. I just don't know if this one is in a lava lake. So let's skip this walk. Okay, so I would say this is a lava lake probably. We want to have the time at noon, which is right now. So we probably just go ahead and try. And we are going to go ahead and try with the same trick that we used last season, which is to check whether or not this guy is easy to catch. Like, this is pretty easy to catch. So we kind of just let him go. We will fail this and just go out and try again. And the idea of this is that you conserve the 5 fishing attempts that you have right here for one that is seriously difficult to catch. So if there's one that is jumping all the time, and I would even say that this guy is too slow. Yeah, this is probably just a golden one. For the Fish King, you should usually notice it. You want to keep an eye out on the noon up there, because this will change. The time changes fairly quickly and usually is not important. So this is definitely not the Fish King. Definitely quitting out of this one very fast. And so we are going to do this a whole long time, and I will probably cut this together. We'll do a few ones, and then I'm going to show you the real one that is the Fish King, which I hope we are going to get fairly soon. I really don't want to sit here for a long time and try to catch the fish. It is very hot today, so it's not very comfortable. So yeah, I'll just set a cut here, and we will basically see ourselves again after we caught the Fish King. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Rockguana, the Fish King, is caught. Absolutely wonderful, I have to say. And took only like 20 minutes this time, so I was fairly lucky. I think there will probably be once again some people that catch it on their first attempt, but yeah, there is some RNG to it. So I was pretty happy with the way it overall worked out. The strategy that I did worked out. We get the title here, which is eruptive. Warning, the Rockguana can burn you when you try to catch it. Of course, a lava lake fish. And this is one of the secret titles too. So you can see my final fishing area was this fishing spot over here. As far as I have seen, every single one of the fishing spots that is in the Ember Mine is also eligible to actually catch the fish. So this is in a lava lake, this one is in a lava lake, and there aren't too many. Like if you look over here, there aren't really any. There's one over here, and there is another one over here. And that's really about it. I checked the cave here too, there is none in there, so I think that's about all. So we only have about 4 fishing spots here, making it rather limited in that regard. Of course, the #1 fishing spot for you to go to is the one that is the lucky spot of the day. The reason for that is you really can usually see how, or can at least assume to an extent, make a good guess if it's the Fish King that you're trying to catch or not. You could see it was a lot more difficult, the fish was moving quite a lot, and usually that is something that you can see. For most of the fish, when you try to catch them and you reach your hard pull, then you are already at like over 50% of the bar. And if that is the case, that is definitely not the Fish King. So constant moving, a low starting point for the bar. Like if we try to catch one more fish here, I can show you what I mean. The thing is, if the fish that you are trying to catch already starts off in like the middle of the bar or something, that is usually not the Fish King. If it's not moving all the time, like this one, when I stand in it, pretty much has times where it's just standing. That is not the Fish King. If of course you instantly catch it, which can't happen at the lucky spot, which makes them so much better, which can't happen at the lucky spot, well then this is also of course not the Fish King. So this one you could see started right in the middle, so this is definitely not the Fish King. There are some that even starts at 3/4 of a full bar, so that is also definitely not the Fish King. And such attempts you can always immediately abort, and then you save yourself one attempt. And for some of those fish it is rather difficult to determine. Like I was over here and the fish that I had reeled in apparently was the rare Rockguana, and this one looked 100% like the Fish King. Like there was no difference, honestly. It was crazy hard to catch, and I caught that 2 times or something. But you have 2 ways of really approaching this. Number 1 way, of course, what we did, trying to catch the Fish King ASAP by aborting attempts. This is not a whole lot of fun, I'll be honest, but for a YouTube video of course makes sense. The other perspective that you can take to it is that of course you have Lucky Flip, and one thing that gives you keys for Lucky Flip is catching fish. If you abort your attempt, of course you don't catch fish. So just going ahead and saying, okay, I will just catch the fish that are in this area, I will do my 20 attempts or something, maybe even every single day, and I will just keep an eye out that it's noon. That will give you the most keys and will make it easy for you to complete everything. Maybe will give your guildmates some too. So this is maybe the better way to go forward with it. But you can see those were the requirements. This was the way to catch the Fish King. Happy for me, it was a little bit of a shorter competition here with the Rockguana. Otherwise, yeah, that would have been rather annoying. And we already have it at gold level, which is absolutely great. So, tell me down in the comments if you caught the Rockguana too. Have you caught the ones from the seasons before as well? Waves of Intrigue, who would be there? Yeah, the Golden Peacock, and then in Chains of Eternity, it was the Crystal Fin. I think the starter story doesn't have one. I should introduce one to that. Okay, with that, I wish you a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.